Good evening. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are having a fantastic week. Today, in this episode of my channel, we are doing a mini Etsy haul, as well as me sharing some of my favorite gothy Etsy stores with you guys. And if you guys have any Etsy stores that I may have left out that you also enjoy, please link them. No, I guess you can't link them. Just comment their name down below so we all can share in some spooky goodness off of Etsy, because Etsy has grown a lot since I started using it, and it's so easy to miss out on some great local people and support them and their art crafting endeavors. So first I'm going to start out with my mini haul, so that way you can see what I've got recently, and I'll make sure to include the shop names, so that way in case you also may be interested in either purchasing these items or checking out the shop, you have the information. And anything else will be linked down in the description box below. So here we go. So the most recent thing I bought of Etsy is, it may look anticlimactic, but it is this funeral home stamp. Pop a picture here of what it looks like on the other side, because Etsy seller flipped the image, which thank you, so you can actually see what it looks like when you stamp it on a piece of paper. But I thought it was so cool. She charged probably too much for it, but that's fine. I was a sucker and bought it anyways, so I guess she got what she wanted out of the price. But it has a funeral home and like Gothic style lettering, and on the block itself it has a number 25 and then a red line. I don't really know why, but I'm assuming someone had some reason to write it onto the little wood. And I got this stamp from the Etsy shop Vera Viola, so I'll make sure to link her shop down below. There was obviously only one of these on her shop because it seems like a pretty random object. I don't think multiple of these would exist very often around the world, but I'll link her stuff down below because she has more antique-y stuff that maybe some of you guys might like. The next thing I have to share with you guys is more like home decor stuff that I want to share, and it is this mirror as well as this floral picture, and it came in like I think a pack of 6. They're the same frame, but just different stuff within the frame, and I thought they would be super cool to use as a base for like taxidermy and stuff, but also I just really liked how they looked, and I think I might keep this one how it is because I actually really like this floral bouquet picture. So the very last thing I have to share that is home decor related is this beautiful, beautiful corner wall shelf, and it is called the Gothic Revival Shelf, and it's from an Etsy shop called Life After Death Design. Unfortunately, but fortunately, they have closed down their Etsy shop to open up their own personal website. So I'll make sure to include the website down below, not the Etsy store. Excuse me. Not the Etsy store, because the Etsy store is closed, so you can't buy anything from there anymore. But you can buy stuff off their website, and I think they're trying to stock up on things, so that way it's not... I think they only have maybe this left, as well as their bat corner shelves at the moment, because I think they're just trying to restock everything else they have, because they have a lot of cool stuff. I'll talk about that later, but wanted to include them in my Etsy haul because when I bought it, they were on Etsy. So here we are. So the last two things I have to share with you guys are jewelry related. So they're jewelry related Etsy shops that I think you guys would love, darling. You would love them. The first one I have is this one. I've worn it before. You may have seen it in a featured out for the day video, perhaps. So you'll have seen it there, but it is from the Etsy shop Open the Cellar Door, and it is a coffin nail necklace. She has other really cool stuff, and I think her things are all reasonably priced. Nothing seems like over the top expensive, which I appreciate. Thank you. So the last thing I have for you is the Etsy shop Darling Departed, and these aren't items I purchased off her site because I saw her at the Oddities and Curios Expo in Denver a couple years ago, and that's where I bought these items. But she does still have a lot of really cool items like jewelry and taxidermy on her Etsy store, so I'll make sure to link her down below. But when I saw her in person, she had this really, really cool brooch that has a cross made out of mice bones, and I love it. I wear it all the time on things. It just adds a little bit of something to black outfits sometimes. But I also got this necklace. I also bought this necklace. This is probably one of her more famous style necklaces. So it features a porcupine quill, a pearl, and little, I think, mice teeth for stars. And it's just supposed to represent a night sky. So that's the end of my mini Etsy haul. Now let's go into some of my favorite Etsy shops. Since we're on the topic of jewelry, I feel like I should just keep on going from here. So I talked about Open the Cellar Door, as well as Darling Departed. I also want to talk about 2 more jewelry Etsy shops that I really like. One of them is called Corvus Corax Curios. Sorry if I butchered your name, but I'll make sure to link it down below. She has some really, really cool bone taxidermy. I guess bones aren't taxidermy. But she has really cool bone jewelry that she puts in very cool ways. It almost looks like the Scottish flag or something. I don't know. But it looks very, very cool. A lot of her jewelry is very uniquely laid out with the bones. I've never seen anything like it before, so I wanted to mention her, and I feel like she doesn't really get that much foot traffic, and I feel like she deserves more foot traffic because her jewelry is really, really pretty. So go check her out, please. Then the other jewelry Etsy shop I wanted to mention was Purgatory Playthings. You guys may have heard of this shop. They are way, way, way popular, more popular than the last shop I mentioned. But they have a lot of really cool taxidermy and bone jewelry. So if you like that stuff, I guess you have 3 different Etsy shops that I've mentioned that do feature jewelry that have bones with them. You could also check out Batty-Fang Oddities. That's my Etsy shop. And I also do bone and taxidermy focused jewelry. So now let's continue on to kind of more accessory related Etsy pages. So the one that I wanted to mention that's more of like an accessory type of thing, I don't really know how to categorize it, but it's called 7th Skin. This may not be for everybody, but if you are interested in tattoos, you might like this shop. And they do temporary tattoos, and they have a bajillion different styles, and they seem pretty realistic looking, especially compared to other temporary tattoos I've seen. So I really want to try them out and just stick a bunch of temporary tattoos all over myself. Next, I'll move into gothy home decor Etsy shops I really enjoy and I think you guys should check out. The first one I have for you guys is probably, if I want to make a really big purchase, I want to buy stuff from them. But their shop is called Angioletti Designs. Link them down below because I don't know if I butchered their name or not. They make Gothic tea sets. What? You know how much your girl loves tea over here. So I really want to buy this beautiful masterpiece right here. Oh, jeez. Jeezum. Do I want it? Do I want it? I do. I want it. Let me look at those bats. Mwah. The other one I want to mention, they are called Atomic? I don't know, I feel like I'm saying that weird. Atomic Folk Art. And they do beautiful, emphasis on the beautiful, taxidermy pieces. The ones that I love the most from their shop are taxidermy that they mount onto like old Victorian plates or platters or in old frames. Like it's beautiful. I haven't purchased anything from them yet, but I want to. Once I see a bat taxidermy that's mounted so very beautifully, I'm gonna snatch it up. I'm gonna snatch it. The last, I guess it's kind of home decor related shop I have to mention is an antique store by the name of Gothic Rose Antiques. What I love about her Etsy store is her antique store solely focuses on the gothic, the spooky, the witchy, the creepy, and that makes me super happy. So I'll pop up some of her items that she has on her store right now, and she just has really cool jewelry pieces, home decor pieces. So her stuff is kind of expensive. So like, don't be shocked when you look at her stuff, because I warned you. It can get a little pricey. But if you love going antiquing or love seeing antique items, but don't really like the hassle of having to comb through all that other stuff just to find maybe that one item that you really want. Okay, I think I got through all of the ones I wanted to mention to you guys, but like I said, if you know of a really cool Etsy shop that you think us spooky people will enjoy, please tell us down below so we can go all check it out together. And then, like I said, any of the stores I mentioned will be in the description box below. Also, if you want to give a girl a high five virtually, go check out my Etsy shop, Batty-Fang Oddities. I think that's all I have to say. I got a rumbly in my tumbly, so I'm gonna go get some lunch. But I hope you guys are having an awesome, yet spooky week, and I'll see you in my next video.